You're not going to say it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to hear it. Hear, say, or speak, or think anything bad. You're not going to give it any life. You're not going to give it any in time. And you're not going to give it any energy. And you're not going to give it any thought.
2:30 p.m. 76.3 degrees Fahrenheit.
The boy,
76.3 degrees Fahrenheit.
in the middle of the night, awakens, screaming and thrashing. The monsters, the monsters. The mother walks in to his room, turns on the light. There's no monsters. Oh, but they were here. No, they weren't here. You just thought they were here. Many of the bads that we think about are not here. We just think they're here. So, you make the resolve. You don't think, speak, hear, or say anything bad. Just let it go. You don't have to do or say or think anything bad. Instead, you give all that time, all that energy, all that life, and all that thought to helping others, to caring and sharing, to empathy and sympathy, and to love, and to give, and to happiness, humor, enthusiasm, love, happy, cheer, humor, and enthusiasm. And you're very well equipped for this. Nobody can do it better than you can, and nobody can do it as well as you can. You are adept, fully skilled, well-versed, proficient, and you do whatever your conscience tells you to do. And you don't do anything that your conscience doesn't want you to do. And you know what that gives you? Freedom from guilt. You can go to your conscience and say, I did it. You told me to do it. I did it. I'm done. And it takes away fear. You're no longer afraid because you did what was right. And another reason you're not afraid is that you finally understand what God is. You understand what God is. God is good. God is love. God takes care. And so you don't have anything to fear anymore because everything is in the hands of God. God good. And you do this for a while. And you keep your work up to date. Glendora, you keep your videos going. Glendora, you keep your articles going to the Advertiser newspaper about veganism. Glendora, you keep going on your regimen of saintly eating, veganism. And you realize that there's a place for everything and everything in its place. Neat, tidy, clean, organized. And you don't criticize and you don't complain. You say good things about people. You give them compliments. And you be refined and you dress up and you speak good English. And you do these things for a while, folks. All these good things. And guess what? You learn the big truth. Do you know what the big truth is? God is love. You finally find out who God is. You couldn't get your arms around God because God was so big, but now you know what God is. God is love. You say, well, wait a second. How do I know what love is? You know what love is since the time you were in your mother's arms. It's a given. And you know that love is whole. You know that this hand chopped off from this body is not going to exist. We cannot exist chopped off from God. And then you learn another great big truth, that there's only one force, there's only one power, and that is God, good, love. Why? Because you choose to think right. You choose not to think about bad. There's enough good to think about. And then, because God is everything there is, because God is everything that exists, and because you exist, you are a sum of God. You're much more than a reflection of God. You're much more than a child of God. You are a sum of God. We are all sum of God. We're not a baby adolescent crying for the world on our own terms. We are grown up, mature, strong, healthy. We are some of God with God's wisdom and God's creative ability. And that cues us in to what we're to do with our life. Why are you here on earth? Why are you here? Why are you here? You are here to create. That's the big thing with God. Create. Creativity. Creativity. 14 billion years of creativity. Every minute better than the last. Every week better than the last. You're here to make the universe go, grow, and glow. You are here to make the universe go, grow, and glow. And then, since God is everything there is, since it's the only force, since God is the only force, then, and God is love, and love is all there is. Two more things. Never lie, steal, or cheat, and go vegan. You can't make it being cruel to animals. You can't make it putting down your money on the supermarket counter and paying people to do the things that they are doing to animals today. Are you able to watch the videos? Amen. Pause, Amy. Hey, dear Amy, you know those happy happenings you were reading to me a minute ago?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, would you share them with our friends?
Glennie figured out how to get a bag out of the cabinet.
Yeah. That's pretty good. With the ambulatory limitation and with no eyes. Okay.
Washed and cleaned the dishes. Put on the stove. Amy left a canister out. Put it in the cupboard. 8 glasses of water by 2 p.m. Amy forgot lumbar vibrator for Glenn.
Folks, if you drink your water, we want you to get 8 glasses of water today, and that is very difficult. You really have to concentrate on that. But if you have your 8 glasses of water, we will say from, if you get up at 5 a.m. and you have your 8 glasses of water by 2 p.m., then when you go to bed at 7 p.m., a dry bed. How do you put that in terms of when you get up? Supposing you get up at 8 and you have your 8 glasses of water. Then if you have them by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, if you have them by 3 o'clock, then you will have a dry night. And you won't be sleeping in a pool of water. and you won't have a pool of water to clean up in the morning. Go ahead, Amy, please.
Extra ambulatory.
Uh-huh.
Glenn fed Squire peanut butter and crackers.
Yeah. Who's Squire? Our squirrel.
Yeah.
And we have a chipmunk, too. And blue jays. And thank you, Seventh-day Adventists, for the fruit that you sent that the man brought to the church and gave to you. A huge largesse, a beautiful fruit. Next, Amy.
Brought vegetables given to Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Thank you, Esther Jones. Thank you, Gloria Haight, H-A-I-G-H-T.
Asked Esther to take them to Glendora. Esther did a good job putting away the Zia and the King's Walk. $61 to Nichols. Bed away from the wall. Very pleasant sleeping.
Oh, thank you. Are we up to 28 minutes, honey?
We still got 2 minutes left.
All right.
Is there anything you want to tell them, like, about Maddie? Poor Maddie.
Yes. Maddie is in good shape. Maddie is taking care of 10 doggies and about 8 or 9 kitty cats that she rescued from dire circumstances. Congratulations, Maddie. Thank you for reminding me. What else do you want me to tell the folks?
How about Phil came over and helped Maddie?
Oh, yes. Phil went over and helped Maddie clean the litter pans. That was very, very, very nice of you, Phil. You're strong and healthy and robust, and she needed your input. Thank you very much, Phil Eddy. Helping others you'll enjoy, satisfaction guaranteed. We got rid of the ego. Selfishness is not allowed. We want you to have it. Peace that passes understanding. Helping others you enjoy, satisfaction guaranteed.
And then, what else did we do yesterday?
I think that's the end of our program, honey.
Yep, it is. Okay. You want to say anything else to the folks before we go?
Say anything, what, dear?
Do you want to say anything else before we turn the camera off?
No, except to thank you for all your support and for your loyalty is superb. Amy, you're here every day at 1 o'clock, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you leave promptly at 7 o'clock, and then you're never late and you're never tardy, and it is greatly applauded.
You're welcome.